Your soulmate is coming, my friend. This is a message for anyone who's been asking for guidance about that other part of you, and you've been wondering, where is that special person? When I will meet him or her? I feel like it's coming, and I'm not really sure when and how and what I have to do. Well, the answer is you don't have to do anything, and you don't need to worry and care when and how it will happen. You need to see that your life at this point is exactly how it needs to be, but you already know that, so I don't need to say this to you, but I did. The point is that you notice your life at this point of your evolution as certain challenges need to be resolved, and in order for you to have another person in your life that would take a lot of your time and energy, these challenges would most probably be ignored. And if these challenges or this certain process you're moving through would be ignored, you would not become a person you need to be in this lifetime. So the reason why you haven't met this special person of yours yet is because right now you are in a process of resolving whatever you need to resolve, and you know what it is. But at the same time, you don't need to be disappointed because of that, because you will notice once this certain thing you're going through right now will be resolved, you will have more time, more energy, and also more self-esteem, more confidence that will serve you as a strong magnet, so that other part of your soul, the soulmate, will sense you and will be magnetized towards you. Those are very, very strong moments in a human life when one experiences a connection with another. And usually those are, big transitions in people's lives when this happens, because it changes everything. It changes, the course of your path completely. Suddenly you're not alone. Suddenly what you've been doing doesn't matter so much anymore. Suddenly you experience these butterflies and chemistry and all of that. But then also eventually you notice that this other person has a purpose to fulfill with you, and you have a purpose to fulfill with him or her. And all of that becomes so much more meaningful when the chemistry kind of balances a little bit. And all of that will make sense to you eventually. And some of you are attached to this idea of having another person in your life, maybe because of loneliness, or maybe because you think you've already been through so much, or because you're bored, or because you don't know what to do, and you wish that that other person will bring some excitement to your life, which is all fine. Those are all human needs, and it's okay to have them. But at the same time, you also need to be your own savior and find more excitement and happiness and joy and fulfillment on your own. So then you will not be depending on that other person, and therefore you will not need that other person to fulfill these emotional needs. You will rather be able to walk a purposeful path with that other person. But sometimes you need to, collide with this other person to learn all of these emotional needs and lessons. So don't make it too complicated when it comes to what you have to do right now or what you should do, but actually just notice that you are exactly where you need to be, and that love is attracted to you every time you find things you love to do. Every time you do things that excite you, that brings happiness to you, that make you feel confident, alive, and happy or playful. Those are the times when you attract the most love into your life. So don't focus on when things will happen. Don't focus when that special person will appear in your life, because they always appear when you stop caring. And it's hard to not focus on something if you're constantly thinking about it. So the point is that you distract yourself with your life right now. And make it as meaningful as you can. If not meaningful, make it as purposeful as you can. If not purposeful, make it as healthy as you can. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health. Take care of your environment. Make sure that you live a life you would love to live. And make it as beautiful as you want to. When you will be so indulged into creating this kind of a life, all of a sudden, suddenly connection will happen somewhere where you will not be even waiting it, not needing it. You will feel like you don't need it. It will happen, and it will surprise you. And right now, I want to give you a personal experience with that. I met Maya, my partner, in the year 2012, when I was deeply indulged in what back at that time I was very, very deeply passionate about: extreme sport, freestyle mountain biking. So I wanted to make a career out of it. So I was deeply into it. I was competing, having sponsors, doing very well with it. And I had a dream to become a professional athlete. And at the time when I was at the peak state with that sport, for a New Year party, I met Maya. And after I met Maya, I've started investing more time to our relationship, more energy to it. And at the same time, I've started seeing that I'm not putting enough effort and energy into sport anymore. So I thought, well, this relationship is not good for me because my career is kind of, it's not getting the energy that it would need, the effort it would need. And many times I had this inner battles, like, this is wrong, this relationship shouldn't happen, I need to refocus back into sports. But that other part of me was saying, it's a new era, something new is beginning. And only now I can understand this, because now when we're doing what we're doing now with this mission, AttractPassion and art and coaching others and all of that, I see that two of us are needed in this mission. I could not do it alone. She could not do it alone. We are both needed in this. And I can only understand it now why it needed to happen. Why the old path eventually kinda ended and turned me into a new direction that is higher than, this path is different. It's completely different. But it has higher degrees of peace, of happiness, of passion, of flow than the previous one. And it takes two of us to fulfill it. And that's how these connections work. Often people think that to meet your soulmate is just for your own pleasures, or to be less lonely, or to be more happier. But the thing is that you have a purpose to fulfill. And deep inside, you've decided to do that. So it's not like you're a puppet of, sometimes people say, I'm a puppet of a higher self. Because they haven't raised their awareness to the degree that they would know that they are the higher self. And they are the lower self as well. To notice that just your more intelligent you is calling you to grow and to evolve. But it's a story for another time. The point is that you need to allow things in life to unfold. And to allow them to unfold, focus on where you are right now and make the most out of it. Take the next steps at resolving a challenge, whatever it is. Take some next steps at what puts you into a state of flow, what makes you feel more valuable, more maybe needed, more creative, more passionate, and do it. Take some next steps at what makes you healthier, because health is deeply connected with happiness. And happiness gives you a sense of wealth, which is also a magnet for abundance. So a lot of abundance is deeply related to health. And when you take care of that, see the magic unfold, see the mystical to unfold. And see that you've been always a source of it. So my friends, I hope you can find a great value in this message today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Thanks to everyone for supporting my art in our store, AttractPassion.com, or its store, AttractPassion. Thank you so much. You can get prints of my art, some of the original paintings. So check it out. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Thank you so much, and till next time, one love.